Hello, I'm James from James Blackett Hair, the bridal hair specialist, and today I'm going to show you a great new way to style your hair. I'm going to show you how to do a curly hairstyle for a prom. Curly hair is all the rage and is what most people will want when they're going to the prom. So I've just gone through with the straightening irons and put curls in right the way through the hair, but I've just left this last section here to show you how it's done. So we've got this section, if you can see how wide that is. It's about the length of your finger. I'm going to split that in half, as this is depending on the size of the curl you want. You can't cut corners and make smaller sections. You'll end up with much too big a curl and it won't hold and it won't last. Likewise, you don't want to do too smaller sections because the curl will just be too small and can look a little bit fake. So you take your section now and just pull it through with your hands. I've just used a little bit of a product which is kind of like a very light cream. You can use serum as well, but you've got to be very careful how much you use. You want to rub it right into your hands until you can't see it there at all. And that's just to pull that through that section there. A little bit of hairspray. This does two things. This coats the hair with a kind of fine layer which protects the hair from the heat from the iron, and it also will help the curl to hold and last. It'll also stop any kind of like flyaway bits that you may get. Now there's two ways, if I can just show you how to do that. You take your iron in your wrist like so, and turn your wrist back towards yourself. Grip, wrap, 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 and then pull, keeping the tension, keeping that really, really tight all the way through to the end. And then just gently with your finger, just tease it back through, so that kind of really just helps the curl to form. You see a really nice curl forming there. And the other way, just to kind of keep it looking a little bit more natural, good to kind of have a mix of curls rather than just all the same type running through the hair. Again, bit of hairspray. If you need to put a little bit more product on the hair, you can do, but you probably shouldn't need to do that sort of too often. There's still plenty on my hands just to kind of just glide through the hair. Too much product and you'll make the hair greasy, so you just want the tiniest bit. It's just to give the hair a bit of shine. So a tiny bit of hairspray through. No knots or tangles in there. And then this time you keep your wrist straight, your thumb down, wrapping the hair around, twist the iron and then pull. Now this is very similar, a bit like when you do a ribbon on a present. Keep pulling and there you go. And then you follow it up and you just got a curl going in the opposite direction there. So what we're going to do now is, because you're going out to a prom, the hair right in your face like that might get a little bit annoying throughout the night, so it's quite a mass of curls there, so we're going to pin a little bit of that back just to make it a little bit softer. You just want to be very gentle with the hair now it's curled, because you're a bit too kind of rough with it or brush it and things like that, you end up damaging or taking out the curl that you've just spent ages doing. So take a section, really quite loosely here. You should be able to pick them up in the sections that the curls were in, the way they'll be forming. It will be quite easy to pick one of those up or two of those up, whatever you want to do. That's probably about the right size section, if you can see there. It's about 2 fingers width. Just gently pulling the hair, always going in the same direction of the hair, never kind of up or anything like that, just smoothing the hair down. Now all we're going to do is just take a section back. What you want to be using clips or pins that are the same colour as the hair, as your hair or the hair that you're putting up. For the first side, on this side and the other side, you want to be using 2. I'll just show you what I've done. Just 2 crossed over and right up against the scalp, so it's really tight. And you wanted to be doing the same on the other side. I'm just going to repeat that process. Now you're left with the pins showing like so, which is fine because no one's going to see that unless they're looking at you from behind. So you'd want to perhaps tidy that up a little bit. So all you do, very simple, take a pin, take one of the curls that's just left out. With it, if you've got a little bit of the product, whether that's the serum or a little bit of the cream, really, again, rubbing that in so you can't actually see any of it, just so it kind of glistens. Just over the ends. And you just sort of gently fold that up against itself. It can be a bit slippery on your fingers when you do this bit with the pins. And then just pop that in. So, there we go. And you repeat that until you've covered your pins, just with these little loose ends. So just finishing off here, once you've covered all the clips with a little bit of sparkle, and that's how to do curly hair for a prom.